I just walked right into a fucking bear's den. Winter showed up here in BC. The old tundra dusted off. Hi folks, so today I'm just going to check the property here and see what kind of critters have been around. Check the game cams out back and see what kind of critters have been wandering around. We finally got the snow and some winter conditions, warmed up about -5 degrees Celsius, so it's nice compared to the 25 below we had for a while there. But let's go have a look at what's around. Moose have been in here browsing quite heavily. Snow's kind of starting to get deep, probably about 1.5 feet deep. Lots of rabbit sign this year. Seems to be all over the place. Looks like there's a couple deer, maybe a doe and a fawn or something. Maybe find out soon here. I just walked right into a fucking bear's den. I'm unarmed. So I turned right around. Hopefully he's sleeping, he'd be pretty drowsy, but I don't want anything to do with it. Unless I'm armed. Just back over there, and I popped over the hill and I almost slipped into the hole. I mean, this time of year that bear would be pretty drowsy, but I'm by myself back here and I'm unarmed, so I turned around, left it alone, and I hadn't went into that game cam that way before. I was just following those rabbit tracks and deer tracks and stuff, and I just about slipped right in the hole. We've had that probably the same black bear on camera back here a bunch of times, so I would bet it's the same one. I just don't feel like unarmed in it and all that, and by myself messing around in case there's new cubs or something in there, or no real reason to disturb it or grab it like you see some of the Russians do and pull it out and shoot it. But like I said, I'm unarmed, so I just turned around and left it alone. And I would have anyways, but if I had another person, we might have got tried to get a little bit on film for you. But some of the moose crossed the trail. Doesn't look like anything's walked by here since the snow from yesterday. I almost forget where my game camera is. It might be underneath. Oh yeah, there it is. It looks like the snow would have made it go out of commission. This is completely blocked by these sagging branches here. Oh well, we'll have a look anyway. Yeah, I got a few things there. Nice bull, young bull. There's some deer around still, so that was kind of neat. Onwards and upwards. No real bottom to this snow. It's over my knees here going into this next game cam. There's no bottom to it. It's just over the last few days it's just snowed a pile, so it's good. It's just got to set up a little bit. Just rabbit trails everywhere here. It's a good sign. This spot's been established for quite a while. It's been a good spot over the years for deer especially, but always moose passing through, and more recently elk, and then your usual black bears and stuff like that. But we'll see what we got here. We had a ground blind set up right there, but the bears tore it up. It's gonna need some repair. Definitely deer tracks going out. Not probably in the last day because it snowed quite a bit right in front of the cam. Let's see. I bet you this picture of the bear that's on there around November 27th is the same bear in that den. It's not that far from here. He's hanging around here quite a bit. But check out this, I think it's rad footage of a bear with some cubs playing around. It's neat. Check it out. Here it is. yeah, you look at those bears, they're just having fun there. Black bears are like, sometimes they're like teenagers. They play around, and that's where they get in trouble with humans. But the grizzly bear's, in my opinion, far more dangerous and unpredictable than a black bear. But still, I didn't want to go in that den, and like I said, I bet you that one picture at the start there was the one that's in there. But anyways, we're gonna carry on here, see what's next. There's the coyote tracks. Always a few around here. Anyway, seems to be a natural game trail here, right by the one trap I always set. If you remember, I caught a marten here last time. This time I got a squirrel, a big bugger, old looking. Oh, take him home. So came back to the place to get my trapping gear ready to go to the bush, but I got a bit of a mess. Get my truck going. I got to get the bait, get my traps organized. Whoever said trapping wasn't a lot of work is crazy. Back at the skinning shack, and I've been brewing some bait in here and talking about bears from up there and all over. But before they went to sleep, they came here and tried to get at that bait. And so if it was out in the yard, it would have been gone for sure. It just about chewed a hole right through this door. And here, it's kind of got some tool stuff I was working on. There's my tub of bait right here. This is, I'm gonna convert this right to straight trapping here. That's what I gotta get to work at. So that right behind me is where I'll get all the big stuff ready. Truck, sled, heavy things like that. So here I'm gonna bring the Tundra in and get the truck and the bigger stuff ready, and this quants in here. I'll take those traps over to the skinning shack, start getting everything ready, guys. I got traps and lure and stuff lying around everywhere. It's gonna take me a while to get this stuff organized, so probably just do that on the next video coming out, just so I can get this one yard check out. But yeah, that'll be coming soon. Take care.